Hello, guys, and welcome to your February 2022. This is going to be their confessions. I apologize if you cannot see me, okay? I have a bit of a tension headache, and I want to keep the lighting down, and my lights are really, really bright, so I hope that you guys can see me and these cards okay. I always struggle with the lights when I wake up on the weekend and try to read. I feel like that's better, but it drives me absolutely insane. So maybe we'll just leave it there, okay? If you are new here with me, hello, hello. If you are returning, welcome back. And if you're subscribed to the tribe, and what's good, fam bams? Hello to my members and my patrons. This is a new series on my channel, and your order is not being voted upon right now. Your order is being randomly selected. I apologize for the banging. Randomly selected in what I call the wheel of names, and it spits out the zodiac signs. And Sagittarius, one for the first time in the channel because when we vote, you're always pretty low, but the wheel of names spits you out. So let's give you a round of applause for that. And you are number 4. I'm excited to be able to give it to you. All right, so as we know, the top 3 is extended. All of those videos are up for your viewing pleasure. Before we get into your reading, if you are connected with Taurus, Virgo, and Libra, their confessions as well as their what are they telling you first half of the month readings are up. And in this video, you will see the link to that playlist. As well as the link to purchase the extension. So if you are connected with a Taurus, Virgo, or Libra and you want to know what they're confessing, those videos again are up and ready for purchase. All right, so I have really quickly, Sagittarius, also just want to say thank you for the comments. Yes, there's a lot of people who appreciate real reading and the intuition, and I always want to test that because my precognition and those prediction skills have grown since I first started. And as I build my clientele and I get these accurate predictions and things that I see, I like to share that with you. That's the purpose of me being here. So I always want to bring something where I can read without tarot. And just let you know what I see. And so these cards are the Dark Confessions of the Soul Messages cards, and they trigger things within me, sights, feelings, and things of that nature. And as they come out, I will share that with you. It's going to be 8 cards, okay? And now we're going to go. All right, so the first card is, I think of you at night when the world is asleep and my mind is awake. I can tell you that although this is self-explanatory, I know that this person has been back and forth with you. They are losing sleep at night in sort of a 9 of Swords type of energy. It feels as if you guys just can't get right. It's always something. It's obviously that there are major feelings here. They could be a fellow fire sign, just like you, Sagittarius, where they're running, constantly grinding and getting it in. But when they lay head to pillow at night, as most of you fire signs do, when you're running and running and running all day long and you finally give yourselves an opportunity to slow down, that's when your mind starts racing. You could also be connected here with fellow mutable signs in the other elements, such as Pisces, mutable water, such as Gemini, mutable air, and such as Virgo, mutable earth, okay? So that is what I am feeling. It looks like you guys really can't win for losing, and this person doesn't know how to reach you, but still doesn't know how to reach you, Sagittarius, to get you to see it from their perspective so they think about things at night. I cannot be vulnerable with you. See, I'd rather hide in the darkness before I let you see the inside of me. This person obviously thinks that you're going to take advantage of them. They've been trying to reach you, but unfortunately, Sagittarius, you are Jupiter ruled. You have your own way of looking at things. I call you guys the Sagittarians of the fire signs, and there is nothing wrong with that. But meeting a person halfway and looking at things from another person's perspective is only going to make you a little bit more relatable and relationships. And this person feels like there's something that has went wrong between you guys and they can't be themselves with you. They cannot reveal how they feel because either it falls on deaf ears or there is some type of, they feel like exploitation of their feelings, where if they are honest with you, those feelings are going to get used as a weapon against them. Okay. And it's really sad that they can't be vulnerable. And this is the reason why they're up at night losing sleep, because they feel like either you guys are arguing too much or things are left on deaf ears. Okay. We have, I cannot support your actions. It's too much for me to deal with. So Sagittarius, it is no surprise that you march by the beat of your own drum. And in this particular relationship, this person has sights for you, has expectations of you, has things that they want you to do, has a clear path or idea. And that idealism may be hard as well and may put stress on the relationship. But, you know, when I read that in my astrology studies, I understand, because we all have an expectation. Even if the expectation is hope for the best and expect the worst, it's still an expectation of hope. So it's kind of hard to tell somebody that loves you or that you love, or however it is, that you should not have an expectation about how I should treat you, about what we should do and how we should be together. Because in love, the logical rules don't apply. If we're talking about business and we're talking about, you know, dealings outside of love, but love isn't logic, and love doesn't want to be put in a box. So with that being said, there are some things that you are doing, Sagittarius, and ways in which you are carrying yourself that this person cannot support. I feel, unfortunately, that this has a lot to do with commitment and the way in which you want to run your relationships, which you have every right to do. It feels like it is an open relationship or something that this individual just cannot get behind, or commitment isn't the issue. How you make your money is an issue. When you're Jupiter related or Jupiter rule, you're good at everything. The problem is honing down on that one thing that's going to bring consistency. And I know that my observation of Sagittarians, as well as my Sagittarian clients, have struggled with this. Even if they are successful, they still feel like something is missing. And Sagittarian collective is because you're constantly seeking and searching for, you fill in the blank. So when you have this freedom and this wanting to explore and this constant need to be stimulated, but not in a way where you just want to throw your life away. You want to accomplish, but your accomplishments just look a little bit different. So I feel like this is commitment, and that is mainly money. There is something that has happened that they just can't get behind, and it has caused a wedge between you two, okay? We also have, I don't understand what you see in me. I don't feel attractive. Interesting. So some of these confessions that comes out when I read what I feel when I touch the card, and the first thing that pops into my head, I'll let you know whether I feel like it's BS. And I'm going to let you know that this happens to be one of them. I'm not going to say that it's not a valid concern, Sagittarius. What I will say is that they understand what you see in them. This is a reverse cry for help. They want your attention. They want you there with them. Judging by the very first three cards, your actions, them not being able to support your actions, plays into the insecurity here. I don't understand what you see in me. I don't feel attractive. It's a cry for help. Pay attention to me. I never see you. You don't want commitment. This person is internalizing your actions and thinking that they are the blame for what you will not give them. So when I say I call BS, this is their insecurity shining at its brightest. And what they want from you is your support and your attention. Okay. And whatever you're doing right now, it is very clear that I cannot support your actions. It is too much for me to deal with. It's very clear that whatever they want with you or for you, they want you there with them, okay? I am afraid that your feelings for me are not mutual. So this is also another cry for your attention, Sagittarius. This individual was not an insecure individual when you first got with them. This individual is taking your actions and internalizing that to mean that there is something wrong with them. And now they don't think that you love them. They're discounting the entire time that you guys had together because you are making them feel, per their confessions, and they will never tell you this. Again, they would rather hide before they let you see. So don't be surprised and don't react right away, because what I am saying is that, well, I don't understand, Marv. I'll get you in the comments saying that you never seen this and you never said you never seen that. Well, one thing that I do 100% agree with here and feel very strongly is that they would rather lay up at night and think about this and hurt rather than to tell you, because they're afraid that it's going to be dismissed. Let me tell you, Sag, you do have a way of following your heart, and I admire that. I have some fire in my chart. It's a different element, but when you are accomplishing your goals, and I've learned this even with my Capricorn moon, then in romantic relationships, the person can feel invisible. It doesn't matter how successful you are. It doesn't matter how much money you have. At the end of the day, relationships are about being relational. And if you're not going to take the time to do what you need to do in the relationship, then you don't need one. And this is where I try to coach my clientele on how to be open and honest about what you want, because this person is killing themselves because they're developing these insecurities based upon what you really desire in life, and they shouldn't take things that mean something to you to heart. But because there's no communication and it's not effective, this is what's happening. And let me say, I hate to bring this up, but I have to when we're talking about these confessions and these relationships and these videos. Let it be known that in certain parts of astrology, depending on which one you follow, your communication, Sagittarius, unfortunately, is at a fall. Now, it's a toss-up between you and Pisces. In some astrology that I have studied, it is Pisces that has both the coveted titles. But you definitely are in detriment. Some people will say that it's both of you guys. Either way, it could be wreaking havoc between you two. Boom. My pride and ego got hurt, so I wanted revenge. I wanted to hurt you too. So here is when it turns. Who had this? Either Taurus or Virgo. Somebody had this, and because we are keeping in line with a mutable sign, I believe that it's probably going to be Virgo if some of you guys are connected with Virgo. I could imagine that it can be a dynamic relationship. They are ruled by Mercury. We are only a couple days out of the retrograde. And of course, they're just like with any retrograde, there's a little bit of a post shadow. And Venus just went direct, but there's going to be a almost 5-week post shadow where it's not fully functioning until like March the 6th. So, this is definitely supporting their insecurity. They could have done something, I'm telling you right now, that they wanted to get back at you. They are hurt. Your actions, they don't understand them. They take them to heart. Yes, 50% of this is their fault, but you have to be and take responsibility for the way that you come off. And, you know, I constantly get individuals who just don't want to take responsibility for that. Well, I didn't say it, and hide behind what they didn't say and what they don't have to do. The fact that they don't have to comply, with another person's feelings. And call me the OG, because some of my clients do, but I'm not going to let anybody off the hook that can take the responsibility of the good things, but then want to abandon the bad things. I'm not going to do that. I feel like if you are in a relationship and you are relating with someone else, and it is your responsibility to be honest. I'm not saying anything about the timelines and how easy it is, and I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that it is your responsibility to find a way. 50% of this is you and 50% of this is them. We have to be fair. So I do feel like this person was not insecure when they met you. There are some very specific actions that took place very recently. And dare I say, within the last 6 months, there's probably been some things because we've had horrible astrology. I mean, there's been goods and bads. There's been bitters and sweets. And Sagittarius, I read your energy maybe about 3 months ago where I know one of those moons, and I don't remember right now. There's a lot to remember, but it did. I remember making the statement that you are craving freedom. So this is something, put it like this. There was recent breakup energy between you and this person. And I feel like the breakup energy or whatever it was could have occurred at the end of last year. Okay. So back to this energy. This person is basically alone with their thoughts, trying to figure out ways to get revenge. They want you to hurt as well because you appear so untouchable. I'm not saying that you have to definitely care about that because that is a little emotionally immature, but is one thing that we have to remember, that we're all flawed and we could be complicated. And no matter how much somebody prides themselves on being above board and operating, you're still human. So you have to fight your natural instincts to do something that you may not otherwise, to do something that you know is wrong. Put it like this, okay? So I apologize for whatever this person tried to do, and I hope that they have come to their senses. I would rather them just not say anything than to get some type of revenge upon you. I tried to run from this connection, but my soul craves you, see? So at night, they're dying. They're dying on the inside. And this is really what the truth of this reading is all about. They can't support your actions. They want revenge. You know, they don't understand, like their insecurity is coming out. They are in an energy right now where they're trying to run and they just can't. And you know, they are, and you know what? You may be dealing with a Taurus as well, because I'm definitely feeling Virgo and Taurus. I feel like Libra's tactics will be a little bit different, but I'm not going to exclude Libra. So if you are connecting with one of those, I remember this pride and ego. It could have been all three that it came out on. I'm going to start tracking that card because it seems to be a very popular card. So this is the one that I am resonating with the most. And let's get your last card so I can get you out of here. This person is craving for you, and they really see you in their life and they want you, and they just don't understand how to get your attention. And then finally, I am keeping secrets from you and I hope you don't find out. Well, this person is vindictive. And I'm not going to necessarily say that it's a secret. It really, I call BS on this one too. I feel like whatever it is, they're going out and they're doing it for the wrong reasons. You have to understand that if your sole purpose is to piss somebody else off, whatever secret that you started is going to blow up in your face. And then you're going to realize that that secret was just not as effective as you would have liked it to be. So keep that in mind. This person is really craving for you, Sagittarius, and they just don't know how to get through to you. And yes, they could have employed some below board and low vibrational tactics, all in the name of love. I am not condoning it at all, but this is what this series is for. So the one that I am resonating with the most is that I have tried to run from this connection, but my soul craves you, okay? We will see how this plays out in the What Aren't They Telling You. This has been your first half of the month confession, and I'll see you at the end of the month with the next episode. Bye, Sagittarius.